right, guys. Coach Gill from the Tex-Mex Football League coming at you. If you don't see it on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays, you're not gonna see it here in our league. Let's get ready to rumble! 32 receptions, 5 touchdowns though. Unforced fumble. Boy, look, we ain't getting the job done. We ain't getting the job done.
The bell is tolling. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we're going to look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers as they get set to match up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A few moments ago, the Steeler offensive starters, including all-pro wideout Antonio Brown, were introduced. They've got this crowd in a frenzy as they get set to square off with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins.
Dude,
great
mindsets,
and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, you during the Turkey Bowl last year. You guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And to the tight end Olsen, right side.
How do you
and
catch
he'll be brought
that?
down right at the 30 here.
Just
a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And here now the offense for Carolina.
By now you know I love running backs, and C.J. Anderson caught my eye in a big way in 2017. His first 1,000.
Look at this. How did he catch this? It looked like it was bobbled. You know, what's funny is, now, if that was them, you can best believe that this guy right here would have came off him and came back and intercepted that. Cheating rats.
Yard season on the ground, a little bit over 1,000 yards with 1,007, but over 1,200 yards from scrimmage, so you know you can catch it out of the backfield as well. An exciting runner, a powerful runner, and a guy who can be physical when necessary.
Here's Anderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Making an immediate impact in 2017 was T.J. Watt, the 30th overall pick out of Wisconsin. Everyone expected him to be a guy who could rush the passer, and he did that well with 7 sacks. His ability to play against the run, to hold the point of attack on the line of scrimmage, also really showed big in his rookie season.
From the gun on third down.
Oh! We got to pick that off!
Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that?
Wow, we got to pick that off, guys.
Absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there.
Let's look at this, shall we? How do we not pick this off? Because it hit him in the back. Oh, he was going to pick it off. He was going to pick it off. Damn, my bad. Oh, damn. Oh, hey, looking good try. Good try, beat up. Oh, man, he was going to pick that off. Damn, hey, look, right there, my defense was too good.
He needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Man.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
Oh, man.
Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
A big reason this team led the league in offense, their offensive line. Monster strength. 3 Pro Bowlers last year in Alejandro Villanueva, David DeCastro, and Marquise Pouncey. Kept their quarterbacks upright to throw it downfield and carved a lot of holes for their runners.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The guys ain't going to block out there, that's for sure.
We run through the starters now defensively for Carolina. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Roethlisberger will throw. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Take what they give you, Ben. Take what they give you, Ben. That's a penalty.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Wow.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Right. You know what you got to do, Ben. You see it. They dropping 7 and 8 guys. You see what you got to do. You see what you got to do, Ben.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Cam.
Good job.
Left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down.
Good job, guys. Hell no. Cam.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Pass incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
Watch the quarterback run.
Sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton.
Good job. Good job, McClellan.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
You know what? That shit did not, they just cheat, man. That shit, they just cheat. That ball did not go out of bounds at the freaking 2-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Look.
I mean, they just cheat. Damn, you can't even, where's the shadow of the ball? You know what? Well, maybe so, I guess. Shit. I guess.
Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many.
Come on, Antonio Brown!
Get you to the Super Bowl.
Damn!
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and
Damn!
the divisional round.
You're a 99.
Force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling
You're
that
99.
keep like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
You are a 99, dog.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Damn it.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Oh, goodness.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try and run for it with Bell.
Job.
And he's able to pick up the first
Job,
before he's
Le'Veon.
taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact.
Take what they give you, Ben. Take it to the second. Take it to the second, Ben. Take it to the second, Ben. Take what they give you. They dropping 7 or 8 guys. Take what they give you. So there's 4 guys that were rushing. So that means 7 guys are dropped back. Good job, Ben. Good read.
And we will not see another play as time has run out on this first quarter. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger.
Good job. Good job, J-Dub. Oh, no, that's Eli. Okay, Eli. Okay, Eli.
The passing game in rhythm right now.
Okay, Eli.
There's another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. The give is to Bell. Able to power through.
Good job, Le'Veon. Damn, they didn't even block that guy. Come on, guys.
But it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You gotta block him.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid
Damn.
game. The disadvantage of blitzing.
That guy came free. He came scot-free. Not even touched. Not even touched. Wow. Not even touched. Oh, man, Le'Veon, if you could have, hey, look, if you could have got your bearings right and broke outside. Oh, but that guy was good. That cornerback broke off that block.
Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A give to Bell.
I see you, Le'Veon.
The 30-yard line here.
I see you, Le'Veon Bell.
Extends this drive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bell. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Bam.
Thomas Davis able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not
Good
been
job.
their bread
Look,
and butter.
that guy moved right over. That would have been an interception.
Is something they can build on.
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Hey, take the sack. Live the fight another day. See, she got. All right.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Good job, man! Good job! What a toss!
Inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Bell. And he'll be brought to
face mask. That's a face mask, baby. That's a face mask.
As well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Good job, Ben. Le'Veon.
Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He goes underneath.
Good job, McClellan.
And this one goes nowhere.
Good job, McClellan.
Back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Handoff comes to Anderson, and he stopped.
Good job, guys. I like what I'm seeing, defense. I like what I'm seeing, defense.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Wait a minute!
They're just headed
How did you not sack him?
Recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
How did you not sack him?
Catch, good for 14.
Wow!
And a first
Are you
down.
kidding me?
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
I want to know how we didn't sack the guy. Cam! Cam, you right? Oh, Cam. Oh, that guy came off and chipped you. Okay, all right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. A dump
Good job,
Anderson.
good job, Watt.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Good job.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Good job, guys. Way to get off the field.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
God damn it.
And that's
Wow.
what friends are for.
Right. As the
They would not
returner,
give
you
you
know
that
who
guy.
you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, it's Captain Munnerlyn. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, You can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
On third down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We're going to take our 4th and inches.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Take our 4th and inches.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Of course.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Funches has it complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funches. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens.
For the tight end, Olsen.
Go.
Intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Go.
It's a foot race.
Good job. Good job, Morgan.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Be careful. They'll cheat you.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
Damn, you know what? I told you they would cheat you. Told you they would cheat you, man. They just cheat. They just cheat.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right.
Oh, man. Did you go over the line of scrimmage?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Damn!
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Damn.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Damn.
And I don't think this has the carry.
All right,
it does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, we'll see the Cowboys, America's team, as they head back east to take on the Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A fake to Bell. Now it's wrong.
Wrong button. Oh, okay. Damn, that's the wrong button. No, I ain't gonna lie. Damn. Good job, Vance. Oh, that was the wrong button, but that's okay. I was trying to hit the guy underneath that I could see.
And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes.
Hey, but hey, AB, way to clear it out, baby. Way to scheme it.
That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, way to scheme it open, baby. Hey, guys, you say you can't play in this view. You can. I promise you. You got to know what your route tree is, just like they would in any real game. So the scheme The scheme is to take this guy deep to clear this out, and then you got a guy coming across. You got two guys coming across. So let's look at it, shall we? So AB, that guy goes with him. Look, I mean, now honestly, I was trying to throw to this guy because I could see him. I hit the wrong button. But look, what a beautiful throw. The scheme, though. That's how you scheme it open. Good job, guys.
Now Bell. And he'll get across midfield and into
yeah. We knew it. He gets hurt, yeah.
And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play.
He's soft.
Appears to have gotten shaken up.
Gets hurt every game.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
I'm sure he's going to the locker room. I knew it, yeah. Yep, that's him. That's why we got this guy. That's why we got we know what, we moved this guy into the second. Hey, that's the wrong guy. Oh yeah, we're gonna fix this.
First carry for James Conner. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Damn Le'Veon, boy, that guy cannot stay healthy. He just can't. And so why did they put him in the game when we, you know what, you sorry rats. We had that guy second on the depth chart because we know Le'Veon gets hurt. We know it. Bruised knee. You know what? Hell no, we ain't putting you back in the game. You soft as cotton.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch that safety. You got to watch the safety. You got to watch the safety.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger.
Oh, damn it. That's all right. That's all right. Damn. They drop back.
Taywan Short able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line,
that guy dropped back.
Damn,
we had a big lane.
Time and time again.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. That's the right read, Ben. It's the right read.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Rats.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on in the end zone.
Okay, all right.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The reception, good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Taken down, losing yards.
Good job, guys.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Good job, guys.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Nifty move.
I see you, Antonio!
17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough.
Look at Bo! I see you, Bo!
Break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I see you, Bo!
Pick up a 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This guy's back in the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but
anything I can use, OC?
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. The Panther rush too strong. They get there.
Oh, my goodness. Guys.
Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt.
These guys are just running free.
They go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice little juke.
Oh, damn. That guy was
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
In the middle of next week.
Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Newton now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's going to be met at the line. Former first-round pick Shea McClellan in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll let their fullback try to call it no gain that time. Looking up at a 4th and 1.
See you guys. Look at all them 90s around the ball. Bayow! 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 Oh man. They kicking into the wind. Oh no, they got the win.
And the punter's on the
I couldn't make one of these.
The field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this
good job, guys.
Target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And the Steelers set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Whoosh. And he's corralled, but not before getting inside the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Good job. Good job, Le'Veon. Whoop.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7.
Take it to the 4th.
26.
Take it to the 4th.
Well, no matter how they phrase it,
take it to the 4th.
Just staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll run it with Scarborough.
Good job, Scarborough!
The 17. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hold on. I mean, oh, you know what? Nope. You know
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right?
Good job,
Continue to
Scarborough!
possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Good tough running.
9 on the carry that time.
Good tough running, guys.
Second and 1.
Good tough running.
So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They run. This is Scarborough. And
hey, first down.
Down to the 7. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Good job,
nice
Scarborough.
Then in this game, not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They try again with Scarborough.
Damn, you got to hold that block.
5 at the 6.
Damn.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Here's Bell.
It's all right. It's all right.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On 1st and 10, Newton sliding out of the pocket.
Good job!
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt.
Good job. Into it.
For a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Tried to juke us.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught right side by Anderson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Newton.
Come on, come on, come on.
Safety valve here.
Good job! Way to come on!
And he went
Rookie!
He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Way to come on!
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they put that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No,
hey, watch the quarterback run.
Came right for it.
Watch the quarterback run.
Tackle for lost yardage.
Watch the quarterback run.
Desperation time. Newton,
damn.
4th down. So
Okay, all right.
And that's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, okay. All right.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And caught.
Good job!
Olsen. Give him a couple
that rookie boy. T.E., are you with me? Oh, yeah. We have the church. Ain't going nowhere. Good job, Rook. T.E.
It's a one-possession game.
Yes.
Gotta get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Bayow! Ooh! Bayow! Bayow!
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Newton throwing again.
Good job! That was what?
T.J. Watt.
T.J.
Pick a year ago there defensively for Pittsburgh. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Newton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Good job, guys!
No, it's
Good job!
Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Here's Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, he's cheating. They just cheat, man.
Incomplete.
They just cheat. They just cheat. They made that guy drop the ball. He's wide open.
The importance of winning the turnover battle.
They made that guy drop the ball.
As an underdog, they haven't forced a single
I
turnover.
mean, they made that guy
Right
drop
now
the ball.
losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Just made that guy drop the ball. Ain't no need looking at it.
Now,
You saw what they did.
He's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
They'll probably make him block this fucking punt.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
It's cheap, man.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
And I think the ball's out. And this
Oh,
one's going to go out of bounds.
T.E.,
So
are you with me?
recovery.
That boy's coming up and he is hammering people.
Anyway.
Of course, they said he caught it and then fumbled. You know what? They make us drop him. You know what?
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 4. Now Newton.
Good job.
Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Newton to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Newton. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good job, guys.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Good job. Look at T.E. Are you with me?
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Look at T.E. Are you with
They're going to
me?
try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Good job!
And this time he's
Good
got
job,
the hook.
guys.
It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
No, that ball got tipped, and this guy still catches it. My guy was wide open to keep.
The Steelers offense now, they head
just
back
cheat,
onto
guys.
the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hit you hard, Bo. They hit you hard, Bo. They hit you hard, Bo. They hit you hard. They hit you hard, Bo. They hit you hard.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
But that's what they do, man. They cheat because they made us take a timeout.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
This is Scarborough. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
53.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Playing defensive ball, that's here. Crazy.
Now Newton on first down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. To the air again, Newton. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And no timeouts. Good job, guys. Coach Gill out.